the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Florida Gators and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for space. It's Clark. There he goes. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Pruitt. Got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Clark. Could be an alley. He's got the 1st down. At the 20. Touchdown, Gators! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Well, a big key for this offense, we knew coming into this one, was to get the running game established, and they're wasting no time, David. Great vision. He gets into the 2nd level, is able to make people miss, and he is off to the races for an early score for this offense.
So nice to have a playmaker you can get the football to, and he can take it all the way down the field, make people miss, outrun them, really set the tone for this football game. First possession, running the football like that, just how they wanted to start.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads it downfield. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Takes it the other way. The 30. The 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. At the 35, he's loose. Turns it on down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. He's past the sticks. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Looking for a man. It's Pruitt. Out wide left, it's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Using his legs, it's Clark. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Running wide open down the gut of the field. All the way. Touchdown, Florida.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff again. Ran through the contact. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's Mensah to throw. Move to his right. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Pringle. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Sees some running room. He's got enough. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Canes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a ball. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Cuts it upfield. It's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a look at the stats and what has been a high-scoring early part of this game. These defenses were reeling in the first quarter. See if they can get their sea legs in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Pruitt. Lets it fly on the move. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Hoffman. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Left side is Vaughn. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Pruitt. Turns it upfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Straight ahead, it's Clark. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Run in the red zone, it's Clark. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Explosive offenses aren't necessarily air raid offenses, right? Sometimes you can just run the ball and pick up chunks of yardage, and you've seen that now on these last 2 plays. Really great job by the offensive line. They are road grading up front, and 2 nice ones. All of a sudden, you're in the red zone. That is how you can be explosive, by toting the rock.
And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. 2nd and goal for this offense. Pushes for the goal line. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical.
Touchdown, Florida! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the ground, it's Pringle. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Crosses the 45. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on 1st down. Extending the play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Back to pass, it's Pruitt. This time he's got him. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. On target over the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds a man in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Dropping back, it's Pruitt. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gators! Into the end zone for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Number 91 sets a kickoff.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Mensah buying time to his right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making the adjustment. Wants to go up top on second down. He turns it loose to the left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the San Jose State Spartans. And it's the Huskers in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Here's some daylight. Turning it on. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this thing.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. You can't keep turning it over. They're turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what the defense does, and see if he can break another long one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Fighting off the defender. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Out wide left, it's Brown. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. the 4-yard completion on first down. Now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Pruitt. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Back's got it on the screen. Runs through a tackle. At the 45, on his way. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Holds on, it's Brown. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side, it's Mays. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Caught. Touchdown, Gators. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Hits the hole. It's Pringle. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. There he goes! The 50, at the 30, he's at the 10, touchdown Hurricanes. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to throw. It's Pruitt. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Headed for the fourth quarter now, and this quarterback battle looks like this. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Takes a handoff. It's Clark. Good, strong tackle.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Gators line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So just a lack of discipline, and on fourth down, too, just hands this offensive 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Long way to go on second down. They're going to run it to the right. Breaks into the open. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Throwing Mensah. Quickly to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Needs it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football. Man, this has been impressive.
Out wide left, it's Mays. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Mensah to throw. Left side is Lofton. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 2nd down, going to throw it. Still looking to his right. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the draw.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Here comes the offense on second down. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback. With these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to